So what's your name and what's your game?
I'm Hannah Hogwood, and I'm working on a game called Charlotte Seeker.
What genre is that game?
It is a twin stick bullet heck. It's a little bit of bullet hell, a little bit of shmup, a little bit of twin stack, and a lot of dying.
Have you always called it a twin stick, or have you ever called it dual stick?
No, I think we've always called it a twin stick. It started out. I think like every game, it's gone through a lot of different iterations, right? And we eventually ended up on bullet heck as like the main genre, which I've never heard anybody else use, but it's kind of like a slightly nicer bullet hell.
Oh, so it's not just to like avoid the religious bad press?
No, it's not about that. It is a nice benefit, I suppose, though.
So have you played a lot of like bullet heck games and twin stick shooters?
Honestly, not really that much. It didn't start out that way. It started out a few years ago as like a Binding of Isaac clone because we were playing that a lot at the time, and then I forget the name of the game. Resogun came out. That's what it was. And basically, the game is just slowly whatever we're playing a lot as we're making it, and it just more and more Resogun started working its way into the game as we were playing Resogun more. And so it just ended up as this weird twin stick bullet hell that's in a 3D environment. Like, it's not like Geometry Wars or anything where you're just on like a plane. Like, there's like actual like topography and like elements of the world that you're dealing with.
And that type of stuff you're either interacting with, avoiding, or shooting, I guess?
Yeah, basically.
So you mentioned Resogun. Which is that the music-based?
No, it was it came out, it was not quite launched, but like right at the beginning of the PS4. It was the
Oh yeah, Resogun. Yeah.
the voxel. I don't know if it was actually voxels, but something like voxel side. It was the shmup that was wrapped around the cylinder.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like,
No, I remember that now.
At the end of the level, everything would explode, and
No, the game I'm thinking about is Retrograde,
Gotcha.
which is like a rhythm-based bullet hell game that they were playing with like Rock Band controllers because it was like the late 2000s, and
Yeah.
that's just what you were doing, I
that's
guess.
super interesting.
The developer of that actually had like a wardrobe thing where he'd always wear like a construction hat.
Okay.
What do you think about game developers having like wardrobe-specific auras to them?
I think that's a good idea. I think we should make a move towards that, like as an industry.
So if you had to pick an article of clothing to associate with your game development brand, what would it be?
Shit, I walked myself into that, didn't I?
Mine's a cardigan. I'm kind of
Okay.
cardigan K to a lot of people.
Cardigan cat. It's a little basic, don't you think?
Cardigans?
Versus a hard hat.
Oh, well, my hair doesn't really allow for a lot of like headgear. Like if I wear headphones or a helmet,
Yeah.
it shows.
Mine doesn't either. It's not because of my hair. I just have an enormous skull. It's just really big.
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of luck with hats. How's your life of buying hats?
They just don't because they don't fit, which is disappointing because in theory I like hats.
You like having blocked glare and a warmer head?
Warmth, and like there's a lot of nice things that come with hats, fashion.
So how many? You could also use it as like a bowl.
Yeah.
If you need to have like an impromptu Secret Santa.
Right.
So what's your team composed of?
It's two programmer, designers, a sound designer, and an artist.
And which of those people are you?
Program design and business and website and press and.
So how'd you get together as a team?
Three of us actually met in college, and that's where we started working on the project. And then, I don't know, things just kind of like got out of control. We ended up getting like we ended up getting some meetings with the right people, and somehow ended up with dev hardware, and like we just decided to go for it. We found our artists online, and yeah.
And this is your like first games since being in school?
Yeah, we started at our last year of school, which was 3 years ago.
So you work in a shared indie space, correct?
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's interesting. It's I work So I actually work from home, but I live with the other two, with the sound designer and the other developer on the team. And it's interesting, because it's hard to get away. Like they live down the hall from me.
Yeah.
You can't really run away from your responsibilities that way. And then on the weekends, I go up to the Indies workshop and work up there on the weekends, which is great.
Oh, what's like some of the best parts of working at the indie workshop?
I mean, I think it's the other. It at its core, it's the other people, right? It's not like working in a warehouse is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, like it's kind of cool, but
yeah, it's a real cool space.
Yeah, it's just neat. It's fun to be in, but it's really nice. I find it really motivating to just be around other people working. Like even if I just show up on a Saturday and just like throw my earbuds in and I'm just like head down coding, not even socializing at all, it's just really motivating to actually be around other people that are also working instead of just like holed up in my room in my underwear, like, just doing my thing.
So is there been a lot of like collaboration or like emergency help that's happened there that you've seen or been a part of? Or?
Yeah, totally. I mean, collaboration happens kind of like over time. Like you watch people, not like every week, but I mean all the time I watch people like get hooked up and be like, oh, I've got this cool thing and I'm looking for someone to do blah, blah, blah. And oh, it turns out there's someone who in the room who's really good at that. And I'm working on like another side project that I just started on, and I'm going to work with an artist that I met up at the space. And I mean, on the weekend it's just great because you go up and there's 20 people and we're all just sitting at a bunch of folding tables, and I can take my headphones off and be like, hey Chad, like I'm having trouble like getting this thing to work, and then 3 or 4 people get up from the other room and crowd around my computer and we figure out how to solve my problem.
That's awesome. Do you have any like, is it useful, like could you always wait to see if somebody updates Unity to see if there's any problems? Like do you like abuse it in that way and you're like, I'm just gonna wait a day, let somebody else tell me what broke?
No, I don't think I've seen anything quite like that yet.
Wait, are you that person that always updates too soon?
I might be the schmuck that updates Unity too soon, yeah. That might be me.
So, like, where are you in development? Like, everybody loves committing to dates. How much longer?
Well, we're hoping... So me and my partner on the game, Dan, decided to make a suicide pact that if we didn't finish the game by the end of the year, that we were just going to kill ourselves.
And what year is it?
2016, and it is the beginning of September, because we've been working on the game for a very, very long time, and we're greenlit, and our goal is to have the game out on Steam by the end of 2016.
What's one thing you would have changed about your Greenlight campaign were you to do it again? Via time travel, like it never happened, and then you came back.
So funny story about the Greenlight campaign actually is we launched it on the same day that we launched our Kickstarter, which ended up failing because we went in completely unprepared. And I don't want to say like arrogant, like we were kind of like, oh, we're not asking for that much money and our game's pretty neat, it'll be fine. And we really just had no idea what we were doing. And I think overall it's a good thing actually that our Kickstarter failed. I feel like we learned a lot. I feel like it helped us be a lot more humble. But the same day the Kickstarter launched, we launched the Greenlight in an attempt to draw traffic to the Kickstarter page. And then we were, a little depressed after the Kickstarter failed, and kind of for a few months, not a few months, but for a little while where the project was a little bit on the back burner. And we never touched the Greenlight again, basically after the Kickstarter. And then about 11 months after that, I woke up with an email in my inbox one morning that our game had been greenlit.
So you just set it up like a old dating profile that's like never going to be touched again, and it's just like up there, and then you just pass Greenlight. No community interaction.
Nope.
No updates.
None whatsoever.
So I guess your advice would be do Greenlight as early as possible, and then just leave it.
I mean, I don't know if that would be my advice. I think my advice would be, go ahead and put the Greenlight up. I think we're the example of like how to... I don't want to say what not to do, but like, don't just hope that you trip into your problems. That you don't hope that you just stumble into your solutions. I don't know. Probably some community interaction would have been good. Probably some new content whatsoever on the Greenlight page.
But you got out of Greenlight, so
I mean,
you passed the intersection of development.
That's true. I mean, we did get greenlit for some reason. I mean, it's still I don't know.
Well, thanks for being on the question bus. Is there anything else you want to promote?
No, not really.
So you don't have like any social medias or anything?
I do. No. I'm Art is Dumb on Twitter.
Was that a first choice?
No, originally it was JRPG King, which actually was a joke because I don't like JRPGs, and what I found that it was just too snarky, and everybody thought I really liked JRPGs and asked me about them a lot, which was really uncomfortable when I had someone enthusiastically ask me what my favorite Final Fantasy game was, and I had to tell them that I in fact hate all of them. So I decided to kind of move away from like the veil of sarcasm, hiding my true emotions, and go straight to like data and absurdism. So I went to Art is Dumb.